My best friend told me that if I wanted to stay friends with her, the most important rule was never to sleep, kiss, or have any sort of crush on her brother. So I went out of my way to side with her and against her brother. But when we were drunk and lying in the same bed, I couldn't control my desire for him. I woke up warm, tucked in an embrace that felt so safe I almost didn't want to move. But as my brain started to clear, dread crept in. I opened my eyes to the sight of Caleb's infamous Baywatch poster and his ridiculously messy desk crap. I was in his room, and worse, his arm was wrapped tightly around me, his breath warm against my neck. Panic exploded in my chest. I tried to move, but every time I shifted, his grip tightened, and then I feel it, the unmistakable heart bulge pressing against my bottom. Oh God, what have I done? I twist slightly, my heart hammering as I see his sleeping face. Caleb Reed, my best friend's brother, the biggest player in school, and apparently the guy I just lost my virginity to. If Mira finds out our friendship is over, I managed to slip out of his grip, wincing as I stood. The ache between my thighs told me exactly what I didn't want to remember. My panties were torn, my dress wrinkled but intact. I dressed quickly, even a glance back at Caleb. I tiptoed across the mess of the hallway, dodging red cups, tissues, and even a few gross surprises. Once in the bathroom, I locked the door and looked in the mirror. My hair was a disaster, my lipstick smeared, and my lips were swollen. Then I saw them, 3 deep purple hickeys trailing down my neck and chest. My breath caught. Caleb had marked me like I was his. The worst part? A tiny piece of me didn't hate it. Is it you in there, Bailey? Myra's voice came through the bathroom door, making my heart jump into my throat. I frantically fixed my hair to hide the evidence and tried to look normal. Yeah, I'm almost done. Just a sack. I opened the door. Mira leaned against the wall, arms crossed. Everyone already left. I need to pee so bad. She groaned and rushed past. I hurried downstairs before she could study me too closely. In the kitchen, I grabbed the last water bottle from the fridge and chug it desperately, hoping it'll calm my flushed face up so early I nearly choke, coughing and wheezing as I spin around. Caleb stands in the doorway, shirtless, his blue eyes locked on mine. My traitor's body immediately responds how those eyes looked at me last night, dark with desire. What have you done to Bales? Mira accuses, suddenly appearing. She pats my back while I continue coughing. I haven't done anything to Flower, but greet her, he says, that familiar smirk playing on his lips as he approaches us. All right there, Flower, his hoarse voice sends shivers down my spine. You just caught me off guard, I manage, avoiding his intense stare. He reaches from my water bottle, his fingers grazing mine. The touch sends electricity shooting up my arm. He drinks while maintaining eye contact and my stomach flips. Caleb, you're such a geek. Mira smacks the bottle upward, making him choke. What the fuck, Mirabella? Mira rolled her eyes, then turned to me. I forgot to ask last night. Where were you? Didn't see you in my room and looked everywhere for you. My mind races for and I can't tell her I was in her brother's bed losing my virginity to him. The air was stuffy inside, so I went out back, ended up sleeping on the couch. The light burns my throat. She studies me suspiciously. Why didn't you just come to my room? I felt too lazy to walk up those stairs weakly, sneaking a glance at Caleb. He's still watching me with that penetrating stare before Mira can interrogate me further. We hear tires screeching outside. She runs to the window, her eyes widening in, oh Shar, Dad and Mom are here. She spins to face Caleb with pure panic. They weren't supposed to be back until tonight. Caleb peeks out the window and groans, raking a hand through his messy hair, mind-grabbing trash bags. Bailey, I nod, grateful for the distraction. I need to get something upstairs. Mira rushes out, clearly abandoning us to face her parents' wrath alone. I turn toward the pantry, but Caleb was suddenly there, standing way too close. I take a step back, but he reaches out and catches my wrist. Flower. His voice is pure sin, making my knees weak. I look up at him, stunned by the heat in his gaze. It was you last night.